Have you ever felt like no matter how much effort you put in, it still doesn't feel like enough? You try harder, you stay longer, you pay attention to the smallest details, you give your best version every single time, and yet something feels off, like you are being overlooked, like your effort is disappearing into silence, like no matter what you do, it doesn't land the way it should. But here's something important to understand. Sometimes, it's not that you lack courage, it's not that you are not capable, and it's definitely not that you are not enough. It's simply that you are in a place where they don't know how to see you. There are environments like that, places where your light doesn't get reflected, where your voice doesn't echo, where your presence gets reduced to something small, something almost invisible. And slowly, without even realizing it, you start shrinking. You start questioning yourself. You start thinking maybe you need to try harder. Maybe you need to change something. Maybe you are the problem. But in reality, you were just trying to grow in soil that was never meant for you. And that is exhausting. Wearing yourself out just to be understood in a place that was never designed to recognize you will drain even the strongest person. But here's where the shift begins, because life has another side to this story. There are places where things feel different. You don't have to force your presence. You don't have to constantly prove your worth. You don't have to keep explaining who you are. You simply show up, and it's enough. Your presence adds value without effort. Your voice is heard without struggle. Your way of being naturally fits, not because you changed into someone else, but because you finally arrived somewhere that recognizes you. And in that moment, something inside you becomes clear. It was never about changing your essence. It was about choosing your environment better. Because when you are in where you truly belong, you don't fight to be seen. You are seen. You don't chase validation. You are valued. And that difference changes everything. But understanding this doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. Because there is pain in realizing that you tried so hard in places that were never meant for you. There is grief in letting go of what you thought would work. There is confusion in accepting that effort alone is not always enough. But there is also freedom. Slowly, you stop needing constant approval. You stop measuring your worth by reactions or applause. You stop bending yourself just to fit into spaces that don't fit you back. And something powerful happens. You begin to move differently. You start looking for environments where you can grow without shrinking, where you can exist without performing, where you can breathe without pressure. And when you finally find those spaces, you feel it immediately, a kind of quiet peace. You are no longer rushing to prove anything. You are no longer forcing yourself to be understood. You are no longer doubting your value at every step. You simply are, and that is enough. Because the right place does not demand that you become someone else. It allows you to become more of who you already are. And in that space, you discover something you might have forgotten along the way. You were never too much. You were never too little. You were just not in the right place. And today, you have the power to choose differently, to move toward spaces where your presence matters, where your effort is seen, where your existence is not questioned but appreciated, without fear, without apology, without needing permission. Because when you are in the right place, you don't have to become someone new. You finally get to be yourself fully. And that was always enough. If you love this video, make sure to like this and subscribe to this channel for more content like this.